What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Locked In with Trey, and today we're going to discuss what you can do to prevent your hairline from receding. Ever since you started Locs, your stuff been receding. You don't have a legacy of baldness in your family, and you like, man, what's going on with my head? My stuff was good. I had the good hair. My baby hairs was flourishing in the front, you know what I'm saying? And now they're gone. They vanished somehow. David Copperfield. So if this is you, do not worry. We're about to go over a few things that you can check off to make sure this is something you are not doing to ensure that you keep your front. You want your God-given lace front. So we're going to get rid of that baldness issue. That's if you're not somebody who suffered from that baldness that was handed down from generation after generation. You know, your father, mother, grandma, grandpa, and them. If they was bald, then, you know, this might not be for you. You might have to go to Bosley and all them people and get you know, you feel me? You might have to get that done. But if you're not used to that, then hey, I got you. So you already know what to do. Stay tuned and stay locked. Okay, the very first thing that we're going to talk about is something so easily missed because people don't even think about it when it happens, and that is how much you play in your hair. How much do you play in your locks? Now, I do it. Everybody does it. Even people without locks, they always find themselves twirling their hair if they got long hair. If you're twirling a Caesar like a fade shortcut, if you found out how to twirl that, bruh, what? That's weird. But anyways, yes, you have to stop playing in your hair because all it's doing is creating tension on your scalp, and your scalp don't like a lot of tension. It might like attention, meaning you're getting compliments from other people, but tension, no. Tension is bad on the head. It's always been bad on the head. Don't let somebody trick you into thinking that tension on the hair is good. It's not what your scalp needs at all. And it's going to let you know from pulling on your hair and twirling it and doing all the things to your scalp that's going to cause it to be irritated. And it's going to let you know, hey, since you playing with me, I'm not staying. I'm leaving you, period. So if you can, keep your hands, I know it's hard, but keep your hands out of your head as much as possible. Now, if you find yourself twirling your locks and you catch yourself, that's fine. But don't let it be hours upon hours of you playing with your hair, because if you do that, you're going to find bald spots, you're going to find your hairline receding, all that stuff. It's going to look like you have alopecia, but no, it's just you can't put your hair down. Now, this next one goes to the people who love to stay fresh and look their best, you know what I mean? It's like it's the weekend, you ready to put on the nice outfit, and you know one thing is for sure, you gotta have a nice kicks and you gotta have a fresh cut. Now, if this is you, hey, you might want to slow up on the hairline treatment. You might want to get your sides faded and your back, you know, faded and stuff like that, but leave the line up alone. You might want to get the C-cup line, but when it comes to up around this hairline right here, you might not want to touch that, especially if you notice your hairline receding. If it's saying bye-bye, thanks for try, you might want to pull back. And I mean that literally, because if you don't pull back, this will. If you notice your forehead getting bigger, tell the barber to let go of the trigger. You feel me? It's taking you, it's scalping you. And I'm not telling you not to go to the barber and get fresh and do all that stuff, but limit the amount of times you do it, man, because, hey, you can go a few times without getting the line up. You can have everything else fresh, especially if you got the hot top. If you don't have the hot top, just touch up the C-cups. Leave this alone, though. Only if this is you that's worried about your hairline receding, or if you're starting to see it real faint up here, don't touch it up with the hairline, man. Don't do that. Just C-cups, back, tape on the sides, leave this alone. But anyway, moving on. Now, this next one kind of coincides with the hairline up one, and that is the hairstyles you choose. If you're somebody who's wearing your hair back, kind of like mine too, but all of your hair is back, that's pulling on your lineup, you probably gonna make your hairline recede if you're wearing it too many times. And that goes for braids, that goes for wearing hats, anything that's gonna cause tension on your lineup. You don't want that to happen at all, because it's gonna fall and you're gonna be bald. And I know you're thinking, Trey, you told me to stop getting the lineup, and now you want me to stop wearing my hair back or putting my hair up and doing all this stuff. No, I don't want you to stop doing it. Just limit the amount of times that you do it. That's it. You can still get fresh. You can still have the hairstyle you want. You can put it up. You can do all this stuff. You can get it braided, have the barrel rolls, do whatever you want. Get the line up, do you. But just be mindful that, hey, if your hairline is starting to recede, you might want to slow up on these things that I'm talking about right now, because it could help you, it could save your hairline in the future. And trust me, you don't want to be them people, and we've all seen them people that's holding on to the little bit of patch of hair they got. You don't want to be bald feeling like you got a lot of hair in spirit, you know what I'm saying? Because trust me, we see you. We see you. Now, I want you to be confident. Don't get me wrong. I want you to be confident in yourself. But come on now, there's a certain time where it's just time to let it go. Now, I understand you got your dignity and all of that stuff like that, man. Do you? I feel you. You know, lock power, lock on. But hey, come on now. But yes, there are certain hairstyles that can actually speed up the process of your hairline receding. So you need to be mindful about getting a certain hairstyle all the time. You know what I mean? Anything that's pulling on that forehead, stop it. Cut it out just a little bit. You can go Congo for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You can go wild, free, let your hair down and let it breathe. Just try it for a little bit. If you've been rocking these hairstyles for over a few months, it's time for you to come on and dial it back a little bit and let it just go free. Let your hair breathe, because all that tightness and pulling on your scalp is not good for it. So let your hair down, let it breathe, get you some sunlight, get you some water in your system, and just be natural for a little bit. You know what I mean? For every month, you need to go 2 months rocking it natural. That's just how I look at it. You don't have to do it that long. That's just a scenario. For every 2 months, you want to go 4 months. For every month, you want to go 2 months. And you getting that from me. That is my opinion right there. Locked in with Trey opinion. If you go 1 week with a hairstyle, you need to go 2 weeks without a hairstyle. Just let it be natural. But yeah, guys, slow up on the hairstyles and you'll be good. But anyway, moving on. Now this next one is one that you really don't have a choice but to deal with it if you start your locks this way. And this one is mainly one for you starter locks out there, you know what I mean? The way you start your locks, meaning how thick you want them, because the thicker they are, the heavier they get as they mature. So if you started your hair out pretty thick as starter locks, your hair is going to get heavy, especially when it's wet. It's just going to be heavy in general. If you started them off thick and they're real huge, they could be real heavy. So you want to be sure that you know what you're doing when you get thick locks, and take care of your scalp, have the proper moisture and everything that your hair needs to ensure that your scalp can handle that weight. Because like I said, any tension in any direction really can cause your hair to bald in that area. So any tension you have going in any direction, it don't matter if it's going to the sides, the back, the front, it don't matter. Any tension that's presented to your scalp is not good for it. You do not want to be a person that look like they got alopecia and all that stuff going on with the scalp, with the locks, baldness coming up like you got ringworms and all that stuff like that. You do not want to look mangy or anything like that. So you want to make sure you know what you're doing when you're starting your locks, when you're getting the lineup, when you're having your hairstyle any type of way. Know what you are doing and have your hair moisturized and well taken care of, and you'll be good. Comment down below and let me know if you struggle with any of these things, or if you struggle with hairline receding or any of that baldness going on that is not inherited from your grandpa and them. Like if that's you, you have a whole nother thing on your hands that you might need to look at. But if you are somebody who does not struggle with baldness passed down from generation after generation, and you're noticing your hairline receding, hey, check these off, man. Make sure you're not doing this too much. Hairline, playing with your hair, hairstyles, hats too long, heavy dreads, all that stuff we need to look at to ensure that your hairline does not recede and that your locks stay the healthiest they can be and look the best that they can look. But anyway, drop it down in the comments. Let me know if you struggle with any of these things that I talked about. And if you don't, hey, kudos to you. You're on your way to a successful lock journey. And that's what we're all about here on Locked In with Trey, making sure everybody has a successful lock journey. And don't give up. Too many people give up way too soon. But hey, I've already dropped a video about that. Go check that out. We are trying to focus on healthy lock journeys on this channel. So hey, if you're rocking with your boy, go and throw me a like and subscribe to Locked In with Trey. I thank you guys for all your love and support. We are growing daily. And hey, you already know what it is. It's your boy Trey Smith, bringing you love, peace, and prosperity forevermore throughout your life. Don't you forget it. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Alright, peace.